Thanks for being here on Good Day State Line. Do you have a recent grad in the family? What are they doing with their financial gifts they've received? Rick Wang joins me now to help them navigate those new funds. Hi.
Hi, how are you, Michelle?
Good. Thank you so much for coming. You are from Royal Fund Management.
That's right.
Which is a pretty sweet title. Royal Funds makes me feel like you're definitely someone to listen to.
Right.
So before we dig into helping the grads and their parents, tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Thank you so much, and thank you for having me here today, and it's an honor to be here. So one of the problems that what we see in the financial industry is that a lot of people, they kind of lump up all the advisors out there, and but in fact there is a one big difference in terms of how somebody's licensed in this industry. So for example, in the financial industry, there are a lot of different advisors, and sometimes you go talk to them, it may be not very apparent right away, but there are insurance agents that they can only do certain things, and then there are also commission brokers, securities licensed, commission-based. So the way our company operates is completely fee-based. So I represent Royal Fund Management, which is a security exchange commission registered investment advisory firm. So that basically means it's a fee-based license. So which means that we are obligated to act in the best interest of the client, because we do not get any commissions that could cloud our judgment. So, and then over time, that will add a lot of value for the client, Michelle.
Sure, because your thoughts and your, what advice you would give me, you're giving me because, that's your job, not because what you tell me might make you make more money.
Right.
Right, which is awesome.
Exactly.
So we are in the midst of graduation parties. I feel that they have just started and they will be going for months. And of course, graduation parties, the #1 gift is money.
Yeah.
So what financial tips do you have for those recent grads who are just opening cards and collecting money?
Yeah, and I'm very excited because I got 4 great ideas I would like to share with all of you that have kids that are recently graduated. And so this is Personal Finance 101. These are the fundamental stuff. And that's what you need to build a strong foundation on for your financial future. So the first one you need to know is that you basically have 2 choices with your money. You either tell where your money go at the beginning of every month, or at the end of every month, you're wondering where all of the money went, right? So that's it. That's basically what we call a budget, right? Having a budget. And then, excuse me. And then the next thing, what happens is that a lot of kids these days, they're graduating with like $30,000 of student loan debt. And then we need to teach kids that student loan debt or debt in any form is bad. There is no good debt. So the best analogy that I can come up with for people dealing with debt is, imagine your body is covered in bees. Okay, and then you're being stung, right? So that's kind of the urgency that you want to have, because you want to get rid of those bees as quickly as possible. And that's kind of the urgency you need to have when you're dealing with debt, okay? And then also number 3 is 401ks and IRAs. You got time on your side. You want to get those money in there. So you want to become an investor, basically. When you're an investor, you're an optimist. You're telling that you believe that the future is going to be better than the present. So, and then also compounding is just one of those most powerful forces in the universe. So you want to have those money in the account and working for you as quickly as possible and for a long time, okay? And then the final ones that I have is that over my career, I've learned that good things happens to good people, but sometimes bad things happen to good people, right? So you want them to have an emergency fund set up. An emergency fund, Michelle, it's not a GoFundMe account. It's not a credit card that's stuffed up somewhere in a drawer, right? Initially, you want them to have about $1,000 in there as quickly as possible, and eventually they should have at least 3 months of expenses saved up in the emergency fund.
In case of emergency.
Yeah, that's right.
So what you're saying is, even though you're getting all that money in your cards as you graduated, don't go spend it on new clothes. You should save it and invest it and get all that stuff rolling as young as you can, basically.
Sure.
So if you if anyone had any more questions, where could they find you?
Well, they can find me here. Our website is royalfundmanagement.com/Rick Wang. You can go there. And also our office is right here in Rockford. It's on the corner of Perryville and State, across the street from Walmart.
Oh, that's easy to find.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in. And even though that advice was for graduates, I mean, I graduated a million years ago. I still got a lot out of that.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Thanks,
Thank you
Rick.
for having me.
Coming up, Michelle Markham met with some of the stroke team at Mercy Health's Javon Bay Hospital. But now let's talk birthdays. Olympic superstar and real-life Aquaman Michael Phelps turns 34 today. Wednesday, Academy Award winner Tom Cruise turns 57, and actress Lindsay Lohan turns 33. Singer Post Malone will be 24 on Independence Day, and on Saturday, comedian and actor Kevin Hart will be 40. Happy birthday!